Hello, it's Tom from Weekly Gospel Reflections. Today I'm going to talk about negative thinking, thoughts of praise, thoughts of sadness, thoughts of wisdom, and thoughts of things. Do you ever have these things happen that maybe you want to feel good and you feel good, and then an hour or 2 hours later you start feeling bad? We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how things like that happen. Here's the thing, you don't really realize this. Do you dwell upon the past? Do you dwell upon things that maybe happened to you in the past? Do you have faith when you are negative thoughts, when they come into your mind? Do you have negative thoughts? All of us do. I don't care where you're at in your life, you're going to have negative thoughts. It's just going to hit you. Not even planning on it. It's just going to hit you from all avenues. You can have a good day, and then all of a sudden negative thought hits you, and all of a sudden you're kind of going downhill. And do you have this feeling of maybe I want to go hide in a corner sometimes, or I just want to be away from everybody? Don't do that. The Heavenly Father wants you to be out and about doing your thing. Don't worry about things like that. Try to, negative thought comes to your mind, get rid of it. I'm going to talk Joshua in Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord thy God is with you wherever you go. You know, I remember in the past, a lot of times I had to do something I didn't really want to do. Something that was really important that I had to do it. It was required, but I really just didn't want to do it. You know, it's like, I really don't want to go do that. I really don't want to go do that. I'd pray about it. Then when I get there, I still have that feeling, I just really don't want to do this. But I stand up and I do my speech or do my thing that I was commanded to do by the upper bosses. And I always had this like, I prayed about this, and I'd be nervous and my voice would crack a little, and then all of a sudden, wham, boom, the Heavenly Father is with me. And I would just spill out these things. I'd be prepared. I didn't ever know how to do it, but the Lord blessed me with that opportunity that I could do that at that moment. If you also look in Psalms, he talks about this also in 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is stronghold of my life. Of whom I shall be afraid. The Lord Heavenly Father tells you, believe in me, I will be there always for you. When you don't believe in me, how can I be there for you? The Heavenly Father, you're going to get bombarded with sickness and despair and grief and things that you really, sometimes we think that bad things just come to our mind and thoughts, and is your future secure? You know, I often would think about this. Is my future, what's my future going to be like? What kind of future am I going to have? Am I going to have a future of like happiness or sadness? I don't really see a future for me. I was there in the U.S. I was just struggling in general. Not with jobs, but emotionally and physically and things like that. I was always happy. I was the guy people would come to talk to, and I'd hear their stories, and nobody would hear my stories. But I was the guy that people would come to and talk, and it was okay. But I knew by listening to them, it was helping me. And it did. It helped me a lot. Because I realized that they have problems like I have, and no matter what kind of problems they have, I can help them through their problem. And I'm that way. I'm a helpful soul. I help people. Do you feel like you have a future? Do you feel uncomfortable sometimes? Or do you have comfort or peace? And will you have peace, and will you bring peace to yourself by praying to the Heavenly Father? Yes, you will. If you take the time to pray and religiously pray, you can pray as many times as you want. You can pray from start you get up, time you go to bed. The Heavenly Father wants you to pray and talk to Him and tell Him your problems. He will help you through these problems. The Lord wants us to feel safe and secure. It's like a sheep. You know, the herd, the group of sheep is in the field. They cannot sleep unless they're secure and they feel that comfort. Or they will sit there and be antsy all night long. If they don't feel that comfort and surrounding area is comfortable, of wolves and other things that's going to attack them, if they feel that security, they will sleep. If they don't, they will not sleep at all. It's the same thing like us. We go to bed. We don't feel that security of comfort. We have worry. We have this, that. Pray the Heavenly Father before you go to bed. You'll find a big difference if you just do that and talk to Him earnestly. Don't go on and on and on. Just talk to Him earnestly. I have this problem. Explain it and have Him help you through that. God, He can heal any kind of disease, sickness, or unhappiness. When you're all tired, sadness and unhappiness and things like that happen to you. When you're having a long day and you're so stressed out because of work and jobs and money, relationship issues, things, and you're tired, that's when you get attacked the most. That's when you really attack the most. Make sure you eat well, sleep well, and try to live as best that you can in healthy life. If you smoke, okay, it's your choice. You drink, okay, it's your choice. But live a life of sleep. In other words, get good rest. Get your whatever you require. Some guys, like me, I can require 5 hours sleep. I'm okay. I can go all day. A lot of people require 8, 10, 12 hours sleep. If you get to sleep, you'll find that your mind is right, you're right in your mind, and you're okay. The devil will attack you during those times when you're sleeping. If you eat right and stay healthy, you communicate better. How many times, say for instance, you go out and you had a full day the day before, and you go out and the next morning you got another full day in your meetings, and you're tired, you're just sluggish. Did you eat well yesterday? Or maybe you ate too much of something, or maybe you just don't feel well because you didn't get enough food. Food is a matter of life. Life, if you don't eat food, you're going to die. You don't have water, you're going to die. If you body, and I always say this, healthy in, healthy out. Healthy, you portray healthiness. Now, did I always eat well? No, I really didn't. I want a burger, I go eat a burger. But you can eat well with burgers too. You know, you can eat well with that stuff. As long as you don't have a lot of fried foods, watch the breads and things like that. There are ways to eat properly. Now, I'm not really a guy that I can really say eats perfectly healthy. You know, I'm a big guy. I have a big stomach. But I try to eat the things that I can do to make myself feel better, so I'm not don't have sickness and feel sick all the time. God will always give you strength and happiness. You can choose to live life to be happy or sad. And that's the thing. A lot of guys tell me all the time that I eat well, I do the things I'm supposed to be doing, I pray to the Heavenly Father, that things aren't happening quick enough for me. I want the Heavenly Father to give me the stuff at the time now. Well, the Heavenly Father doesn't work that way. The Heavenly Father gives you at the right time, His time. An example to be one, in my past, I was bidding on this contract, and this contract had been going on and on and on and on. It was rebid and then rebid again because there's changes in this project and this, that, and other. And I finally said, the Lord, my Heavenly Father, I'm just going to put this number in. It's around the same thing. There's not that much changes. I'll just go ahead and do this particular project. Well, not only did I bid for it, I bid the same amount of money, and I got the contract. Well, I looked into the details. I was all scared. I was all nervous. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? How did I get the contract? And everybody else who had these high figures. I mean, they were like $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 more than me. Some $500,000 more. I said, I really screwed up. I get in, I look at the project, and I have a friend of mine look at the project, and he goes, Tom, you're fine. You're fine. You got this because you're so adamant and you're so aggressive, and you do these things. You did not quit because you knew exactly what you needed to do when you needed to do it. And it's because of the Heavenly Father. Because I've been praying, please give me this contract. I need this contract. He didn't give it to me the first time, second time, or third time when it rolled around because I was way out of the league. And I didn't undercut my number. It's just I just kept my number around the same. In fact, I added a little to the number, thinking I wouldn't get it, but I just added a little to it because I had given up on it. And I had little enough in there, you know, like $10,000, $20,000. It ended up being a good contract for me in the long run. It was a $500,000 contract a year, and it worked out perfectly for me. And the Lord gave me that. Because of that, it enhanced my life dramatically, and enhanced my life so much that it was from here to here. but my mind never changed of being here with thy Heavenly Father. I want to thank everybody for always watching our videos, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch us, listen to me. And I want to thank you always for spending the valuable time you do with us. God bless everybody, and thank you. See you guys next time.